Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to keep this one pretty short and sweet for you guys. Nothing crazy has happened with the price today. I can't help but feel it. It's almost like a little bit of a calm before the storm. That's just kind of how I feel about it. I don't know about you guys. Feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. But I noticed something a little interesting, that we're in a little bit of a similar setup that we were just last week. You see right here on Saturday, we started off with a little bump, and then we rode back down before we eventually shot back up above the 50 weekly moving average. You can see right here we were riding just below it right here until we bumped back up. Now, obviously, that was because the government, the news of the government opening back up, came out, so we got that bump back up. But you can see right here this week we're kind of in a similar situation. We got a little bump up right here, and then we're just riding back down, and we'll see if we can make any movement. If this right here around the 95,000 can be a little bit of a bottom, at least temporarily. I'm not saying this is the bottom. I've already made videos stating how I believe we do go back down to 92 to 90,000, somewhere in that area. But if this can be at least a local bottom, so we can create some support, and really be interested to see if we can make a move tomorrow to shoot back above this 50 weekly moving average, which has now come down to about 101,000. As you can see right here, from the point we're at now to that, it's only a 6% move. And obviously, we've had an extreme amount of sell pressure recently. So this move isn't anything out of the ordinary. Um, but we're going to have to wait and see if it happens. I think a lot of people are going to be a little bit on edge, but if they see some buying happening, I think more people will come in, and we will get that move above the 50 weekly moving average. Um, but I guess what I would say is if we get to Sunday night tomorrow, and this is what my eyes are really going to be glued on, and we don't get the move to go above this 50 weekly moving average by the candle close, the weekly close, I should say, I would fully expect after that happens for us to make a dump. Now, if we move up and we say we go up to 100 and we just can't get over it, I would fully expect us to dump back down, and that's lower than we are now. I would expect that's when the 92 to 90,000 area would be reached if we can't close this weekly candle above this 50 weekly moving average, because that's one of the key indicators that the bear market is in, and that'll be confirmation for a lot of people, specifically the 4-year cycle believers, that this is the bear market we're in, and it's where the price is going down until it eventually finds a bottom at some point way lower than we are right now. And that's kind of what I'm looking at going forward. Like I said, today's been pretty slow, but I think all eyes are really on tomorrow and the weekly candle close, and at what point we close the candle at. Um, I hope we can get this move above, and even if we do the same thing we did last week, where we shoot above and then we just come right back down and even go back below it, that's not the end of the world at all. As long as we can see that weekly close get above this moving average right here, that will instill some confidence into the market that maybe we're not headed to the bear market just yet. So, like I said, for the next 24 hours, that's what I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on. And that would be my recommendation for you guys too, because this ultimately is going to be what decides if we can start going back up to all-time highs, or even just any price movement above where we've recently been and make some sort of recovery. And if alts can follow through with that too, or if we start coming to the realization that we're going to be heading lower in the near distant future. So keep that in mind, and I'll be making a video tomorrow as we get closer to midnight and giving my input on what's happening with the market, and I'll see you in that video.